of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Check 26, check 26.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Flex round, let's go. Ohio. Shit. Ohio. Flex Ohio. Flex round.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And some room to work. Acott's right sideline in some space. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Time running out here on the play clock. Goff on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on third. Goff. And able to find Dorsett. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. On first down, it's gone. And that's incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Second down now after the incompletion. From the gun, here's Goff. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Goff throwing again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Play clock winding down. On second down, here's Goff. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 1st and 10, Goff. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Gurley again here on first down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Rams on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun. Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. So out now come the Cardinals. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They send the tight end Davis in motion. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They send the tight end Davis in motion. To throw on second is Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round.
Watson off play action. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. But he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Now Gurley staying down. Well, let's hope he's all right. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Goff. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. Oh, able to avoid him. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. Nifty move. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. They send the tight end Davis in motion. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Watson. And Davis has it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner, Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Bruce Arians with a decision to make it. He's made it. They're going to go on fourth down.
Here we go. What? None. What? None. Flex round. Flex round.
They send the tight end Davis in motion. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go. Man 38. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Throw left side. Caught by Goodwin. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Let's go. Flex round. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The slot man in motion right. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, Washington. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So we are at half. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's Goff now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Washington on 3rd and short. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Al Woods continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. They'll need to get the play off quickly. The throw on 2nd down is gone. And he's going to go down again. C.J. Mosley in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And the wideout in motion. 3rd and long. It's gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win, obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
Counter, Elliott. There's some space here. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punter, King, to send it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now Goff. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, L.A. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Watson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
In motion right is Austin. Here again is McKinnon. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. In motion is the tight end Graham. A handoff for Washington. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Here's Goff. And this is caught at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the defense as they'll burn their final one here and let that kicker stay out and think about it a bit more. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Washington gets it going right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And the play clock's running down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is third and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And I think that's going to do it. They can't get another play off. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew